Well, good evening, everyone. My name's Suzanne Steele, and I am joined today with two amazing women, Nancy Lynn Bloom from Florida and Anne Brienza from New Hampshire. And the three of us are all independent Nikken wellness consultants, and this is what we call our first look. So we hope that you find out something that helps you in your life. We are about enriching people's lives, uplifting them, and sharing prosperity.
Well, Nikken, as it's known today, was founded back in the 70s by a man with vision, Isamu Masuda, and his goal was for world peace through world health. He founded the company in Japan with a unique product, and it grew to be the fastest grown company in Japanese history in a 4-year period. It's debt free and it has so many millions of satisfied customers. And it's primarily a health and research institute. Mr. Masuda's vision was for everyone to be healthy because they would be balanced in 5 areas of their life, called the 5 pillars of wellness. And for people to have more from life, for them to be humans being more, to live a life in balance meant for all of these 5 areas to be very strong and to be very balanced. So as we go through the slides tonight, I'd like you to start thinking about which areas might need a little tweaking. I know for me, it was my body when I was first introduced to Nikken that was totally out of balance. And as a result, it affected the mind, the family, and also society. And in a way, it wound up affecting my finances. So think about where you might be now and where you might want to be in balancing one of these 5 areas.
Now, we're in a time of our lives in our world right now that it's really wonderful that we can stay connected, whether it be through these cell phones or on this Zoom through a computer or another tablet. It's wonderful. It is a trend that's emerged that's called the gig economy. And the gig economy, it started in the music industry when musicians would play gigs on the weekends in the evenings, and they would be doing something they loved, they were passionate about. Well, now people are getting side gigs for an additional income, and it certainly helps when you're passionate about it. Well, for me, I was fortunate enough to be introduced to this amazing company. Um, well, 20, 24 years ago. And I had a health challenge like Anne. I too had a health challenge. And these amazing solutions got me my life back. But fortunately, I started a side gig because 3 years ago, I was outsourced out of my corporate job after being there 29 years. So I had another source of income that allowed me um, to move forward. And so that's something that's new and growing in our world today.
Forgot to unmute, sorry. The health facts are our bodies are burdened, and especially in these times, there's so much stress through everybody's lives, and stress affects your heart and in your conditions like diabetes, fatigue, allergies, and sleep and weight. And one night's lack of sleep really drops your immune system. It can immediately fall down like 60%. So if you have multiple nights where you're not sleeping, it doesn't make for a good day the next day. And your weight, it says right here, 2 in 3 adults are considered overweight or obese, and I'm sure that number's increased. And the weight loss industry is spending much too much money on trying to solve this problem. And water, do we know what's in our water? I live in Florida. We don't know what's in the water down here. The water smells. I don't even cook with it. And when I lived in New Hampshire, we had well water, and it had too many minerals. So we have solutions for these four categories that we're going to talk about. And the health trends, this young boy has a cell phone to his head, which is giving him a lot of energy, which is not good energy. And 1 out of every 5 adolescents are obese. And this states in 2011 and 2012. And sure, it's increased since then. Most of the children don't get the right diet in the schools, and low-income families get even less. So these are a lot of trends that we need to change. And what is the answer? Well, most of us on this call, we have chosen to take an active wellness in our life. We've chosen to be healthy by choice, not by chance. It is an active process. I started 17 years ago, actually a little bit more now, just starting with one product, the first product that Mr. Isamuto had. And then I've grown my wellness home. And in this here in Florida, in this pandemic, I've got clean air, I've got clean water, I've got nutritionals, and my immune system is very strong.
Thanks, Nancy. Well, like Nancy said, she started with one product and started to add to her wellness home. And basically, that's what this is about. It's making small choices, small changes that will affect how you behave each day, that create a habit that will eventually, over time, create a big difference in your life. This week, I was speaking to a friend that I've had a friendship with for 67 years. And she lives in the metropolitan area of New York, and she's not well. She's not healthy. She's overweight, yet she's a healthcare professional. And she was bemoaning the fact that she really wishes that she had made some other choices in her life. Well, she's like the lady down below that's crying. And I hate to say it, but I've made some choices, and now approaching my 70th year, I feel better because I decided to listen to Suzanne when she said, I've got something to show you that is a really unique way to take care of your health. And I added things, just like Nancy, little by little, that have made a big difference in the habits that I've formed so that I can be like the smiling lady with the sunglasses.
So Nancy mentioned this. She lives in a wellness home, and it is like a greenhouse. It creates this optimal environment for you, and you have children or animals. It creates this place that allows you to thrive, not just survive. And we call it good news. And those letters, good news, stand G for grounding, N, nutrition, E for energy, W, water, and S, sleep. So now let's take a closer look at each. We're going to start with nutrition. Do you know someone that didn't make those good choices? Let's see. There's the donuts, there's the ice cream, there's the bag of chips. There's a lot of things that people are grabbing while they're home versus something that's healthy. I start my day with this large container that says Kenzen Vital Balance. And we have nutrients and minerals that support the body. So after I have that morning shake, I feel more focused, I feel more alert, I have more energy, and I don't get hungry, and I'm not looking for things. So little changes. And now when it's summertime and hot in New England, if I need a little pick-me-up, I use this 10-4 at the top, and it's organic matcha tea. And I like it warm in the winter, but I love it cool with ice cubes in the summer. So all of those ingredients, including our skincare line, are designed that they don't have the bad stuff in them. They have the good stuff to keep you healthy and well.
And all that good stuff is nature, because Nikken replicates nature, not only through its whole food organic nutritionals that Suzanne just spoke about, but also through the product line utilizing the nature's best product, which is energy. The energy of the sun is incorporated into products that you can wear, that you can put your feet on, like our grounding mat, or sit on a chair while you're over your computer or watching TV. Also products that incorporate magnetics, which is the energy of Mother Earth. And those are things that you can put in your shoes. You see something that looks like a mud flap of a car that has little polka dots, though that is an amazing MagFlex that can be put in anywhere on your body to help increase your flow. There are things that you can put on your neck, on your wrist, kinetic tape that incorporates these energies as well. So this is something that Nikken has provided that incorporates nature in everyday user-friendly product.
Nance?
Oh, you want me to do water?
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
The W in good news is water. And first, before we do the water, the square box up top is our air system. And I mentioned that before. I have 4 air systems in this house, and people that are allergic to a cat don't even know they have a cat when they come in. But the water, it has 3 different components. The tall, the gray, we call waterfall. We put tap water in here, and it makes very healthy, what we call PI, Japanese for living, magnetized water. And it gives you a better pH, it alkalizes your body, and it also gives you some good energy and minerals. And there's a water bottle with a spout there. It has a patented filter that has the same filtration as the waterfall. And then we have the shower system, which also, you don't, like down here, I don't have, everybody, my neighbors are all, except those that have a Nikken shower head, are showering with chlorine, and my skin is soft and I don't need cream on it. So the water is good for your outside skin and your organs and everything inside that makes your body tick.
So the S in good news stands for sleep, which we spend a third of our life doing. And isn't it great that Nikken has created products that allow us to relax completely so that we can get into a deep REM sleep faster and stay there longer. And they've used the products I talked about before, the technologies of Mother Earth and Father Sun, and they've incorporated it into a fantastic comforter. We have one for the summer and one for the winter. And that comforter, we always like to refer to as the marriage saver. As a matter of fact, I give it very often to people for wedding gifts. And what that does is it allows your sleeping partner to rest at the temperature that they want to be at, and you the same, without plugging in an electric blanket, which is so detrimental to your health. There's also a mattress topper that gets put on top of a good mattress, and that creates the energy, like it's basically you're in a cocoon with magnetism and other elements under you. And then there's a pillow, and one of my favorite products is that little sleep mask, because even if I have a bright, well, we don't have shades or curtains on our front window, and you can see if you look in my I'm right in the living room, but it's very bright still now. And I get up at really around 5:15, 5:30 every day. I'll be skiing tomorrow morning at 5:30 on the lake behind me. And if I didn't have that little sleep mask dock in there, I would have trouble like closing my eyes.
And what do Nikken entrepreneurs do? We help others choose the active wellness that we've been living these years. And it's all about compounding and leveraging each other. Anne and Suzanne are the 2 ladies that bless them for getting me involved with this, because it changed my life. And if I have a question, I just call one of them or anybody else on the call here or throughout the country. There's always somebody there. There's always a doctor there. Dr. Stan's always there. So this is all about compounding and leveraging. And that's what we do. We have a life in balance.
And we really get a kick out of sharing these products. Not only do we share them with our immediate friends and family, but we share them with everyone. And it's sort of like an orchard. Like you have an apple, and if you cut an apple open, there's a lot of seeds in it. Now, you really don't know where those seeds are going to go. Remember the story of Johnny Appleseed? Well, this is the same thing as what Nikken spreading balance and what we've learned about nature and spreading it around. So you really don't know how far and how wide your effect will be. But I do know something, that if you don't plant those seeds, someone else is going to miss out on these phenomenal technologies.
Did we lose her?
Suzanne, you're muted.
Wow, thank you. So you have this beautiful tree. It's a huge oak tree. When's the best time to plant it? 20 years ago, right? Or today? It's your choice. You can decide to make changes. And Anne mentioned at the beginning, out of those 5 pillars um, of wellness, which 1 or 2 jumped out at you? If you saw something that you could find benefit with, great. Get back to the person that connected you to this, either live or recording. You may just want to connect others so that they can improve their health and their lives. You may want to become a customer, or maybe you already are, and now you want to make a bigger impact, like Anne was just saying. So whatever it is, we look forward to supporting you, and thank you for your time.